Hey y'all, today on The Wave, we're talking Google's Black History ad, Terry Crews's comments on the America's Got Talent fiasco, and what's going on in Parchman prison in Mississippi. People are still talking about an ad Google ran during the Grammys. In the clip, they listed the top searches like most searched performance, most searched guitar solo, most searched tennis player. It was a great reminder of how much Black people like Beyonce, Prince, Serena Williams drive our culture in general. Black History Month is around the corner, and here at Fuse, we'll also be highlighting those who made an impact across industries, so keep an eye out for that. Terry Crews has spoken out about Gabrielle Union's claims of racism behind the scenes of America's Got Talent, a show where she was fired from, and oh, Terry. Last week, Terry went on the Today Show claiming that he never experienced racism on the show, effectively misunderstanding and undermining Gabrielle Union's claims. When people called him out for going out of his way to diminish Union's experience, Crews dug his heels in, tweeting that the only woman that he needs to please is his wife, Rebecca. I'm not sure where that came from, but to be clear, no one has asked Terry Crews to please anyone. He didn't have to say anything at all, and if he personally thought his experience was fine, no one is taking that away from him. But to go out of his way and say, well, I've never had that experience, and to use that to totally discount someone else's story, that's just messed up and it's rude. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Things have gotten so bad that a couple weeks ago, with the financial backing of Jay-Z and Gotti, 29 inmates filed a lawsuit against the prison claiming the conditions are unconstitutional. Since just the end of December, 12 inmates have died in prisons in Mississippi, with the vast majority taking place at Parchman. And earlier this week, Mississippi Governor Tate Reeves called for the closure of Unit 29, which has been deemed unsafe. The place is literally falling apart. It's extremely unsanitary with mold and mildew. Many parts have no power or water. The place is notoriously underfunded, understaffed, and just bad to function. Since the governor called for the closure of Unit 29, 375 inmates have been relocated to a different facility, but 625 inmates are still being housed in Unit 29 due to the lack of staff and resources, and the situation is really, really dire. On the one hand, the prisoners, their families, and celebrities like Jay-Z and Gotti putting pressure on the government seems to be working to some degree. But on the other hand, this really does point out just how bad conditions are and how complicated prison reform is, especially in one of the poorest states in the country. I'm Bianca, and this is The Wave. I'll see you next week.